Go ahead, get up, give each other some love, greet each other, say hello, high five, hugs, fist bumps, whatever feels best. Just spread the love. Oh yeah, feel free to clap. Feel free to sing along, because this is a good one. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Yes, this world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Yeah, another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know you won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Yes, this world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Yeah, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart, yeah. Put a little love in your heart. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Yes, this world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Yeah, put a little love in your heart. Yeah, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Thank you. All feel free to welcome. We're going to do our regular song. Spirit is in this place. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of the title. And we have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise a roof with shouts of praise. Spirit is in this place. And we sing in celebration. Yes, we sing words with prayer. Namaste, amen. And we affirm life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit come just as you are.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. My name is Janice Guevara, and I have the honor of serving as one of the practitioners here at the Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living. At this time, I would like to invite Jessie Keeler, our service support practitioner, to bring the candle to the altar.
I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
This light represents who we are as a community. Just as a lit candle is not diminished in any way when it shares its light with an unlit candle, we are able to freely share our light with all we meet. I invite you all to say our affirmation with me together. The circle of love is complete here. This love includes all and is bound by unity. We journey together in that love, hand in hand. We sit in the presence of that love and see the face of God in all. As we start our service this morning, I invite you all to just breathe and release anything and all that may be swirling around, causing agitation or frustration. We are here, we are home. We are free to enjoy this space together. We are free to allow ourselves just the ability to be who we are right here, right now. We can give ourselves a break. We are home. I am reminded of how fortunate we are to be together as a spiritual community. I am grateful for this beautiful location, the precious friendships that have blossomed here. I am grateful for this center's commitment to our personal growth and our personal development. I am so grateful to be part of a community that values and demonstrates extraordinary respect, compassion, safety, and accountability. For this and so much more, I say thank you, and so it is.
Good morning, Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living.
Good morning.
I'm Lorraine, and I'm one of a 5-team host volunteer, and I'm so delighted to be with you again. I love that, again. And thank you for all of you that are joining us online as part of our expanding wholeness community. If you are new today, we say welcome. We're so happy you're here. And if you're returning, bless you, bless you, bless you. We are collectively revealing that love is the nature of who we already are. And as we are celebrating this very wonderful, precious moment of now. We just finished wholeness as our theme last month, and starting our new year, our new theme is a grand rising. Wow, that's big. I like that. We have a big idea for 2024. And our talk today is, why do thoughts become our reality? That seems pretty good for science of mind people, don't you think? Right up our alley. And our speaker today is Michael Alvarez. Yay! He comes to us with some really terrific tools. He's a registered practitioner. He is a certified hypnotherapist, and he's an NLP practitioner. He has some really terrific tools to answer that question, why do thoughts become a reality, and rave reviews from his seminar yesterday. Music. We have one musical angel today. One wonderful angel, Melissa Lewis. It's another great day to have you here with us. Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Let's see, John and Matt on sound streaming. Yay! Platform practitioner. Boy, did you do a good job today. Janice. Yeah, good job. Service support, Jesse. Boy, you really brought that candle in well. I like that. Pre-service meditation was very quiet, but it was Sylvia Hungerford. Lovely. See these great slides? Pam works all week with Reverend Bobby on the slides, constant dialogue, constant work with this incredible creation for us. Leadership, Marjorie, always leading. I love that about you. Welcome team leads today are Janine and Maria back there. Thank you, Maria and Janine. Today we get to see the children. Our practitioner of youth, Winda Arcala. Production coordinator back from the sickbed, Carol Ann Perini, yay! And English as American Sign Language is Eileen, which she's like a band leader doing that. We love that. And now I'm going to turn the podium over to Marjorie, and she has your announcements.
All right. Okay, here we go. Welcome. My name is Marjorie Ray. I'm on the board of, the Leadership Council Board of Directors, whatever we call ourselves. And I'd like to start with sharing and saying together our vision and what we're doing. So join me. Through mindful and respectful exploration, we are creating a healthier foundation that supports and engages a whole beloved community equipped to launch new strategies for a thriving spiritual center. Then we come to the fun part, our announcements. So, first of all, today after service, there's going to be a brief gathering as we're going to go through the process of changing our tagline. We are Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living, and then we want a tagline under that represents who we are, what we're doing, what's going on here. So the next 3 weeks, they're going to be meeting. Today is going to be introductory. Anybody interested in joining that? I encourage everybody. This is our center. Be a part of choosing this tag for our center that will entice mountains of people to come in and join us. All righty. Then, this Saturday, we have Soul Sisters. Is on the first Saturday, which was actually last Saturday. No? It was yesterday. That's what I thought. So we have it up here, but for next month, the first Saturday. First Saturday came really quick this year, so it was, if you missed it, I fully understand. All righty. So, Sunday the 27th, we have a special treat. On Saturday, Sunday the 27th, from 1 to 4, it's a 4-hour conference. And Danny Michaels is an angel medium. And he is going to give us tools for enhancing our intuition and strengthening our connection to our angel realm, which I call my God essence. And he's going to help us attune ourselves to the messages that are conveyed from within by guides, angels. And it's something not to be missed. He has quite a reputation. He's going to be doing the workshop. He's also got some individual appointments if you want to meet with him individually. Tickets will be on sale probably next week, or are they on sale now? They're on sale now. All right. I got the word from the man from the boss person back there. All righty. They're on sale now. $75. It's well worth it. It's 4 hours. The guy is amazing. All right. Then, we're at the first of the year. And we're going to have spiritual principles and practices. Our own Reverend Bobby is going to be teaching it. Yay. And it's going to be reviewing the practices and principles that we have. This is a class that we're going to ask anybody who wants to join that isn't already a member of either Seal Beach or Namaste as when we came together. So anybody that's new, we want this to be the class that they take. And it's also open to all of us. I love reviewing and reinvigorating my spiritual practices. So everybody is welcome. It's going to be in person here, 6:30 to 8 on Tuesday, beginning January 30th. So save that date. This is one not to be missed. So then we get to thank yous, and I would like to thank Janice, Pam, Lori Lee, and Eileen C. Davis, and myself for coming in. On Monday, the 1st, we celebrated the New Year's Day by coming in and taking down all of the Christmas decorations and bringing us together for the New Year. And that does it for me. Stay seated for our sacred music.
Thank you. As you guys know, this is a call and response song, so feel free to repeat after me through the chorus as we center ourselves. God is love, God is love, God is grace. Speak our prayer in this place. We give thanks, we give praise for the blessings of this day. For grandparents with loving trust, who all that teach and mentor us. For everyone who lead and guide with patient hearts and sacrifice. God is love, God is grace. Speak our prayer in this place. We give thanks, we give praise for the blessing of this day. For sister and brother too, for friends and family who see us through, for those aground who lead and form, heart, mind, and soul, that we may grow. God is love, God is grace. Speak our prayer in this place. We give thanks, we give praise for the blessings, for our families, for our friends, for everything of this day.
The start of a new year provides us all with an opportunity to reflect upon the priorities we have established in our lives. Maybe we even opt to make a few resolutions that address those areas in our life that we deem important. A new year also brings our attention to the passing of time, and it reminds us just how precious time is. Sometimes at the start of a new year, the idea of setting a New Year's resolution can feel a bit overwhelming. What change can I make? What action can I take that will make a meaningful improvement in my life or the lives of others? I know we have all heard stories and have been inspired by people that have defied the odds and produced great results from their application of determination and fortitude. But what can I really do right here, right now, that will really make a positive difference to my life or the lives of others around me? This question makes me think about a book I read a few years ago by accomplished neuroscientist Jill Bolte Taylor. Several years ago, she suffered a major stroke. And in her book, My Stroke of Insight, she wrote about her experiences as a patient. She makes it clear in her description of her stroke that her energy levels and her ability to recover were significantly impacted by the quality of energy present in the people that cared for her and the people that visited her. In her book, Jill Bolte Taylor explained that if someone was upset or angry, entered the room, she would immediately feel that energy. Their negative energy made her agitated and uncomfortable. And in similar fashion, if someone entered the room that emanated positive energy, she could feel that too. She came to clearly understand that the mood of those around her had a direct impact on her ability to heal and recover. She had a sign put up on the outside of her door that read, "You are responsible for the energy that you bring to this room. Do not enter if you're in a bad mood." And when I think about the implications of what Jill Bolte Taylor wrote, I realize that it highlights what each and every one of us can do to make a positive difference. We are responsible for the energy we bring to any situation. Maybe our New Year's resolution can focus on how we show up day to day, what our energy feels like to ourselves and to those we surround ourselves with. A negative mood impacts not only us, but everyone we encounter. And understanding this one principle and understanding the importance of taking responsibility for how we show up can make a positive difference throughout each and every day, right where we are. When I find myself in a situation where maintaining a positive state of mind feels out of reach, difficult, I know that I can turn this around simply by turning my attention to gratitude. And let's be honest, there is always something to be grateful for. As we lean into the hopeful possibilities of a new year, I've written a prayer of gratitude that I'd like to share with you. And if you are willing, I invite you just to relax and to join me in this prayer of gratitude and allow it to spark feelings of positivity in your own personal energy. As 2024 opens for us all, I am grateful to find myself surrounded by loving friends at our beautiful center. I am grateful to be associated with a group that values personal growth and radical inclusivity. By the very fact that I still have breath in my body, I recognize that my time to learn, grow, and connect with others is not done. I am grateful for another day to observe and enjoy the natural splendor of this beautiful region we get to call home. I am grateful to be alive during a time when I have continuous access to music, literature, and a wide range of educational resources. When I am curious about something, I know I have countless resources available to explore and learn from. I am grateful for the closeness of the people dearest to me, the love we share, and the bonds we treasure. I am grateful for the new year that is unfolding. I am grateful just to be alive and to enjoy another day. With profound gratitude for this and so much more, I release this word into the law with resolution and confidence. And so it is.
We believe in things we cannot see. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Hands that heal can set a chained man free. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? And we believe there's peace within every heart. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Burning brightly, brightly in the dark. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? So come on, darling, feel your spirits rise. Come on, children, open up your eyes. God is all around, Buddha's at the gate. Allah hears your prayer, it's not too late. Yeah, we believe in things that give us hope. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Let your voice be heard, celebrate your vote. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? And we believe in things that make us all the same. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Love belongs to all those in need and in aim. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? So come on, darling, feel your spirits rise. Come on, children, open up your eyes. God is all around, Buddha's at the gate. Allah hears your prayer, it's not too late. Yeah, we believe in things that can't be done. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? Lift up your heart, put down that gun. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? So come on, darling, feel your spirits rise. Come on, children, open up your eyes. God is all around, Buddha's at the gate. Allah hears your prayer, it's not too late. God is all We believe in things we cannot see. Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we?
Wow, thank you so much. That was so beautifully heartfelt. Thank you, thank you. Well, good morning, Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living. Yes, I am so excited about our guest speaker today. Let me tell you why. So Michael Alvarez is a neuro-linguistic practitioner as well as a hypnotherapist. And I will tell you that he is I would say in my life, of the top 5 people who have influenced my life, Michael Alvarez is one of those people. He's made such a huge difference in my life, and so I'm excited to share him with you. He is the founder and CEO of Deeper States Mind and Wellness. He's helped many people with breakthroughs in their life, from professional athletes to corporate people. And so we are so blessed to have him with us here today. So let's give a beautiful Pacific Coast welcome to Michael Alvarez.
And I'm going to use this mic if I can, just to start. Perfect, thank you. So my name is Michael Alvarez. I don't know that I need much more of an introduction. That was an awesome introduction from both of you. Thank you so much. Okay. Will they hear this as well? They will hear that as well. Perfect, good. All right, so I'm from Sedona, Arizona, which is a very, very spiritual place. I was born and raised there, so it wasn't really spiritual to me. It was more like, how quickly could I leave, right? So now I go back and I try to go back and just kind of be at peace with it and just enjoy it. It was interesting. This morning's talk was really, really cool because, she talked about how our mind sets our emotions and how those emotions do affect the way we feel and heal, right? We do, but do we really? Does that really affect us? So, mindset is everything, and what you think you become. Buddha said that, right? Buddha said that mindset is everything. But is it really? Is it really? Because we think a lot of times of our outcomes, and if we don't reach those outcomes quickly, we become disappointed. Then your friends start to look at you and say, oh, you didn't get that goal, did you? So we tend to absorb those things, and we tend to let them come into our mindset of who we are. I do a lot of breakthrough work with people, and it's interesting because belief system is everything. 99% of what you believe is what draws you to your satisfaction of living a happy and fulfilling life and healing your body, right? We have to be able to think it to create it in our physiological system. We know it's all interconnected. Our thoughts determine our emotions according to cognitive psychology, right? Cognitive psychology is very important for all of us because psychologists do understand a lot about how our mind works, but do they understand what it's really doing to us physiologically? Do those thoughts embrace ourselves to be able to either succeed or to fail? How many of you think that our thoughts really can create our physical body or change our physical body? Show of hands. Good. And some of you didn't raise your hand. Think about this for yourself right now. So when you're having a situation in your life that maybe is very, let's say, difficult or challenging, your mindset can help you push through that. But if you're having this negative sensation, this depression, this anxiety, how can you possibly think about what the future is in a positive way, right? Think back to the last time that you have ever had like a bad day. Think of how you felt. Did that day get better just because you felt worse? Or did the day get better because you changed the mindset, right? In my practice, I like to ask my clients, I never say, how are things going? I say, what's good for you? What's good today? Because we woke up this morning embracing the day, and thank God we're all alive and we're here together, right? That should be your first mindset. That should be the beginning of being able to come together. And the YouTube people, thank you for being here. You know, I'm going to tell you, the energy of this room is phenomenal. The energy of an active event last night was phenomenal. I am very, very excited to be here. You guys are awesome. Those of you who can make it to actually being physical here is phenomenal, because you will feel that energy. And if you can't, that's totally understood. The energy moves, right? We're talking about mindset. Set your mindset, set your intention, so that you sitting at home are pulling in this energy that this congregation's feeling today. All right? So if we think that we are not good enough, or if we're insecure, we're unhappy, how does that affect our life? Imagine if you were a child and your mother kept telling you, well, you know, you're not good enough, sweetie. That wasn't good enough. You're not going to be successful at this because that's not who we are. Or, you know, abundance, right? Oh, you know, you don't want money, you don't want abundance, you don't want financial gain because that's really scary and it's bad for the world and it's going to cause you a lot of problems. I think being poor causes more, right? Or not having the mindset to believe that you can go after the dreams you really want every single day. Each one of us live within a temple of who we are. Your reality is only what you're experiencing within the bubble that you live in. Change the thoughts and create the energy. Now, how many of you, raise a hand, still think that your mindset changes who you are, mentally, emotionally, and physically? Good. There's still a couple out there. I'd love to pick you out and bring you up, but I'm not going to because we don't have that kind of time. Because I am about breaking down those barriers, right? So if you're not living a fulfilling life, you got to make those changes, even if it's a mindset, right? Imagine waking up in the morning thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not handsome enough. And you continue to replay that. That little boy or girl that has had that their entire life begins to live that life. So be cautious of what you say. Be cautious of how you are directing the people around you. I believe, as a therapist, and very spiritual, I grew up in Sedona, I believe that each and every one of us are here to serve each other. We're here to serve the world. When you can get that in your mindset and you can start feeling the passion and the sensations and the pleasures that come with that mindset, you physically feel it. I mean, I change the way I feel every single day. You all have that ability. You all have that power to change that. Wake up in the morning. So you stub your toe. Do you sit and you worry about how that happened and how bad it feels? Do you shake that toe off and you go on and do the next step for your morning? Or do you sit there and you let yourself feel those negative emotions? In order for us to be successful as human beings, even in the animal life, if they find that there's something that's not working for them, do they go back and ask for more? No, they change that. And we are able to understand, our mind is able to sit there and analyze and create ideas and thoughts. But so much happens to us during our daily life that we allow the outside world to compress us and to take us internal. As a therapist, the number one thing I will give you today is do not become internal to yourself. Unless that emotion is a positive emotion and it's making you feel happiness and pleasure. Endorphins are caused only through your mind. And those endorphins do reflect upon your body. They reflect on how we respond. Imagine. I like to do this with clients, is I have them sit there and imagine, I have them close their eyes and imagine who's their greatest superhero. Put them into that superhero and get them to start feeling what that superhero feels like. And you change their state. We all go through different states in our lives. If you can take the state and control it, you change your environment. You change your environment, you change how you feel internally, right? Then your responses to external life are completely different. Completely different. Because you are destined to make a difference in yourself. And so many times we just don't do that. We ignore that. We don't see that process of it. If you're excited and you're happy and you're motivated and you're feeling that energy and you can push that depression away, that sadness, even if it's for a glimmering little moment, and you feel special and good for that one moment, you have the ability to make so many changes, don't you, in that little moment. It takes one little second of your life to change your entire life. You look at the negative side of that. I mean, an accident happens in one little second, doesn't it? So I just had a client the other day that was like, oh, I got in a car accident. It's horrible. I'm having a horrible day. This has been a horrible month. It's been a horrible year. I'm so glad this is all over with. I said, well, did you have insurance? I did. Are they paying you? Oh, 100%. Oh, so you're getting a new car. Do you know what color you want? And she's like, I never thought of it that way. So use the negative impacts or the things that happen to you to shoot you into space like a rocket. All right? Power, energy, right? Thoughts are energy. Energy has two things it can do. It can shoot a rocket into space and create a whole new thing for us, or it can blow up at the launching pad. What will you be? Will you blow up the launching pad, or will you go out and will you start striving for new successes? Yes, we all have things that happen to us that mentally put us in a place where our mind is like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. I am having all these issues. I can't do it. Maybe it's not right for me. If you do something over and over again, and you put pleasure and happiness into it, our brain really doesn't know the difference between pleasure and pain. When you have something happening negative to you, if you can flip the pain and make it pleasurable, a learning experience, your physical body is going to respond to that. How many of you know somebody that is like either really negative all the time or that goes through depression all the time? And I'm hoping you don't. I'm hoping you kind of got them out of your life, or at least created space, right? Create space. But I think we all have seen people like that. And it's interesting because how many of you start to feel the way they're feeling? How many of you start to sit there and let those thoughts come into your mind? You're like, oh my gosh, I am exhausted. Oh my gosh, everything you're saying is kind of happening in my life too. Right? The key is to flip that dialogue. Change your state. Lift your structure up. Get your body to respond. Get those thoughts in your head to begin to think of positive behaviors. What can you accomplish? Well, maybe that car accident happened, but what are the good things you can think about? I'd be excited. I have full coverage. I'd be excited. I'd be out there looking for a brand new car, new color, new everything, right? It's how we look at things and how our brain understands it as to how we physically feel. So if you're going to let yourself feel down, you'll remain in that sensation forever. Pick yourself up, pick up your vibrational energy, and start to push yourself through the limit. I challenge my clients, and I challenge each one of you in this congregation, push yourself. When something gives you fear, challenge it. I learned this when I was very, very young, still in Sedona. I had started doing hypnotherapy just on the cuff. I had a young man that came to me, and Arizona is not really, it's not the Ivy League of Harvard, right? So a lot of them go to the military. This young man went in, and he was actually, they told him he would become a pilot, and he had bad eyesight. So he was not going to become a pilot. But they gave him a job, and it was paratrooping out of airplanes. This young man came to me and had the most God-fear moment in his life of like, I'm going to die. And that was the mindset, right? He created this mindset in his own head. So we sat down at one of my sessions, and I said, let's think about this for a minute. I mean, I'm in high school, you're in high school, it's our senior year. How many people do you think have paratrooped before? Even on a daily basis. How many people do you think the military is throwing out of a plane and they're not coming back? And he said, well, I don't know. Probably none. But I may be the one. I said, well, that mindset is going to keep you out of the military. And if you think that you can go ahead and get an education or leave Arizona to get an Ivy League education, then go for it. But don't hinder yourself and don't create these stipulations of saying, I can't. You're going to be strapped on somebody's back. They're going to push you, and you're not going to have a choice. But after you've done that 15 or 20 times, and you're going to do it a lot more than that, your mind is going to come back and be like, oh, this is easy. This is simple. I've been doing this now for 3 years, right? All of you out there go through these same experiences. The only thing that's ever going to hold any of you back from reaching your goals, your dreams, and your destinations in your life right now is fear. And fear is something that our mind can actually start to enjoy sometimes, which is scary. You'll see some people that will go through their life and something may happen to them and they become that person. They become that situation. The key to that is that as a therapist, I have the ability to go in and stop that, to change that, to get them to think outside of themselves. Once you can think outside of themselves, they can go in there and like kind of restructure their mind process. We can get them to physically do things that stimulate them. Same with each one of you out there. We all have challenges, right? I know that many of you in here today are having challenges. You came in here having challenges that didn't start in the sanctuary. Your challenges started at maybe yesterday, maybe last week. Maybe you have an 18-year-old daughter that just got pregnant. Now you don't know what to do. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm worried. What's going to happen to my kid? Don't think and overthink that. Move through the motion. You have a new life coming into your family. Your family's going to grow. You're going to be okay. Mindset structures who we are. Remember that. Our behavior determines the results we get in life, right? And yes, action causes reaction. But in order to take that action, our mindset has to be in that place of positivity, of creativity, of knowing that you're okay. Wake up every morning and know that you're okay. You woke up, right? I mean, that's kind of like the first step. I mean, I wake up in the morning thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm still here. I'm 56 years old. I'm still alive. What am I going to do today, right? It's how we experience it and how we look at these things. If we look at things in a fearful way, we will lose opportunity. You'll lose opportunity. You're going to lose challenges that you could have maybe had something that was just awesome. I deal with so many clients that are starting new businesses and they're so afraid and so scared. They'll quit. Don't ever quit. Don't let the mindset and society make you quit. Take control of your mindset and tell yourself how you're going to be. Right? I wake up in the morning, I think, oh, I'm really good looking, I'm handsome. Right? Might not be true. But if I say it enough, will it be? It will be in my own head, right? And maybe I'll walk a little different. Maybe I'll talk a little different. Maybe I'll start to feel those emotions. But it gives me an opportunity to make the decisions then that change my life. I've lost over 100 pounds using hypnosis and NLP. I used to weigh 270, and now I'm at 168 to 170, averaging out. I'm now starting to work out. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that applause because it was a lot of work. but the mindset had to be that I had to do it because I had to live a fulfilling life. My mother died of diabetes, and I had to come to the decision of saying, okay, I had become diabetic. Had to come to the decision of saying, okay, I'm gonna accept this, or I'm gonna find ways around this. I'm a therapist. My God, if I can't make my own decisions to make my own life change, and for me to feel good about who I am, how am I gonna do this to other people? And I realize that so many of us don't do that. We take and accept failure. We take and accept what's given to us without ever questioning or pushing through it. Always question your mindset. Question the internal dialogue. People say, oh, listen to what your spirit and your soul is telling you. Absolutely. But if you're depressed and you're going through anxiety and you're living that entire life, your spiritual self, your unconscious mind may be saying, oh, you know what, this is really difficult. Life is too hard for this. You have to take that and you have to grab it and you have to question it. Question the things that your mind is giving you that are negative in order to be able to put a twist on it, all right? Understanding where you're coming from is so crucial. It's so important. When you have a call to action, look at it. Don't walk away from it. Don't walk away from it. That could be a decision you make today that could influence and it could take care of you for the rest of your life. And it could be so positive. All right? So Buddha, I think, was right. What we think we become, right? That was a long way to get there. But what we think we become, as long as you have the action that causes the reaction. All right? I want to thank each of you for listening to this. I have so much. I could talk to you guys for hours. And I'd probably lose some of you, and some of you would be like, oh my God, this is awesome stuff. Okay? So my name is Michael Alvarez. I'm with Deeper States Mind and Wellness. If you guys want to check out my website, it's deeperstate.com. We don't do a lot there anymore because a lot of my clients are all referral-based and word of mouth. I mean, I've done this for 25 years, so people kind of come to me, and some of you who have been clients with me know that we don't I don't go back and call you constantly. I want you to go through your breakthroughs and move forward, okay? All right, you guys, if we can open this up for questions, I'm going to give this floor back over to Veronica.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you. Yes. So we have time for a few questions. If anyone, I can run the mic. All right.
Does he have a private practice?
Yes, I do. So my private practice was, we had 4 office locations prior to COVID. When that happened, we condensed everything down, and now we're only remote. So I come into your home, we meet through your home, we get you in a very relaxed, comfortable state, and we're finding that that works much better because now they're not driving to get to me, right? They're not dealing with the stress of getting to me. My practice runs pretty much with depression, anxiety, weight loss, because I manage that. Elite athletes. I have Olympians, junior Olympians, and world athletes. I do other work. Call me and talk to me. I mean, prior to specializing in things, I took everything. I did hypnobirthing, I did it all. I mean, I was like, if I'm going to learn this, I want to learn it all. I want to learn how to do everything well. And so, yeah, the answer is yes. It's all just online. Thank you so much.
Michael, by the way, it's Rev Bobby up front. I used Michael for about 6 to 8 months, and this was in 2022. And I was really nervous to do it because I'd never experienced hypnosis. And so, can you explain what it feels like to be hypnotized? And then my second question is, you said you stop something from, like, if somebody's experiencing fear around something, I stop that. 1, what does it feel to be hypnotized? And 2, how do you stop something?
Perfect, good. So hypnosis feels different for every single individual, right? Some of us go really deep. Some of us kind of sit there and we call it a waffling effect. You might hear me talking to you. You might start to wander and daydream a little bit. Other people end up going into this place where they hear absolutely nothing. They just come out and they're like, oh, wow, we're done. But the unconscious mind never rests. It's constant. So if you're sleeping at night and you hear the fire alarm going off, you're not going to sit there and sleep through the fire alarm, right? The unconscious mind is going to bring it back in. Let's go a little further. Your unconscious mind has an automatic system. You're all not sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I have to inhale. Oh, it's 2 seconds, I got to exhale. Right? Your heart's beating at a very natural pace as well. These autonomic systems are already put into place. So hypnosis just relaxes a conscious mind, which is that babbling talk that happens all the time. And then it moves what we call the cognitive filter. The cognitive filter is that part of us that says, oh, you know, I can't use an example because you have done so well. So sometimes what happens is a client will say something like, you know, I don't know. I try to reframe this a little bit. This is a tough question because it's different for every individual. You had an experience, and I'll tell you Veronica's experience would not be exactly to your experience. We go in and we grab information while you're in that unconscious state. Or I shouldn't say unconscious, because it's actually a state of heightened awareness. But it's heightened awareness to your unconscious mind. So that filter that is like worried about, oh, I can't do this, or, you know, this is weird, or I can't own that car because I have a job that's minimum wage. Well, instead of thinking I have to save more, it just thinks I can't do it. So what happens in hypnosis or the relaxed state, that filter steps aside and it opens up to direct communication. I want to do an adjunct to that is that I can't make you do something you don't want to do because you are already built as an individual. From the age of 3 to 7 is who you've become. Your moral belief systems and your values are already set in place. Not by me, not by society. In a way, sometimes with society, if you're afraid of a police officer, you're going to outrun that police officer. Maybe your mother and father were Bonnie and Clyde, right? So that's already a built system. I'm not going to change that. Especially if you're getting income from that and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm very rich because of being Bonnie and Clyde's daughter, right, or son. So you can't change those things. Now, how do we stop something? Did I answer that question for you? How do we stop something? So You have a horrible relationship going on when you're 14 or 15, 16, some of you maybe 12, or 18 or 19, right? That horrible relationship isn't something you continue to hold on to. Did you forget about it? Does it still come into play every single day of your life? Is it constantly coming into your mind? No. How'd you come through that? You had to change the way the unconscious mind thought of that. And what I do with therapy is we get you to see that in a metaphor. I don't like to take my clients directly into their negative spaces. I like to have them see a metaphor. So the metaphor for that would maybe be that you're sitting underneath a beautiful tree. It's a sequoia, it's large, and your back is against it. You're as strong, as powerful as the bark of that tree. Your root system goes all the way into the ground. And your root system is your family, your upbringing, your things that are tangible to you. We get the unconscious mind to look at that and begin to find new ways to think of it. Once you think of it differently, you can be okay with it. How many of you ever had somebody that passed away that you were supposed to be close to, but maybe you weren't? A grandfather, a father, yeah. So what happens with that, some of you know that process, is that you have to come to some kind of resolution. And once you have the resolve in there, the unconscious mind is like, okay, you know what? That's cool. In the metaphoric process, maybe the tree is communicating to the individual. And you can say whatever is needed to be said during that period of time. Then I pull them forward and we close that off. Matter of fact, when I bring them back up, I'll say, you may not remember this session, and that's okay. Because hypnosis happens in a deeper level. And when you go into the deeper level, you don't need to worry about what's behind you. You worry about what's coming forward with you. So we change emotional state. We call it changing state. Right? All right. Any other questions, guys?
Time for one more.
Thank you so much. And if you didn't hear, my mother is wonderful too. Thank you for coming. It's been magnificent. My mom is just having on a great ride right now, so thank you so much.
Awesome.
And my question would be this week, what influences or authors are you engaging in now that are cultivating your soul?
So I had some issues with a lot of loss. I'm at that age, right? So one of the greatest ones I've read recently has been it's called Embracing the Light. Phenomenal book. If you have loss happening to you right now, or you've had loss that you feel like I lost my mother, I read that book back then just because I needed it. I needed something to shake me around and make me realize, there's so much more. And we're not here to suffer and to hurt. The feelings need to be able to be worked through and transitioned. I'm reading that again. That's one of the books. Another one is Manifesting Abundance. And it's a very difficult, it's hard to find because it was written in like 1800s. But I'm in the middle of reading that, and it's interesting because really not a lot has changed as we've evolved as humans. Yes, our technology has changed. Yes, the way we live our life has changed. But that core spirituality, that core existence of who we are, how we make changes in our brain has gone on forever. Nothing's really changing in that. And that's where we get back to that thing about, the world around you is just happening. The orchestra and the symphony has to be inside your soul, inside your spirit, inside your mind. Does that make sense? Did I answer that okay? Okay.
All right. Well, I just want to thank Michael so much. Let's give him some more love. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I'd like to leave you guys with something really kind of quick, is that, look, our world is changing, isn't it? A lot's happening. You have two choices. You either fight it or you embrace it. And you embrace it in a way that makes you spiritually, emotionally, and helps you stay happy. Because if you're happy, you can tread through any of this stuff. You really can. All right? Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate your time. You on YouTube, thank you so much, you guys. Visit us at michael@deeperstate.com. You can send me an email, answer any questions you need or want, okay? Thank you, guys.
and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Oh, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Yeah, I just wanna look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day. And when the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, oh, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Yeah, I just want to look at you, and I know it's gonna be, sing the background for me, a lovely day. Oh, that's so good. A lovely day, yeah. Oh, yeah, a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day. Thank you.
What a great day we were having. We learned how to make our thoughts and our consciousness like a missile, right? We had the most beautiful gratitude prayer. Oh, are we so blessed? So I want to talk a little bit about this music. So she abundantly gives the music. Oh, it is so easy. Maybe, yeah? Yeah. And we abundantly receive the music. That's easy, right? Yes. So this is our time for donation and gratitude. We easily give, and we easily and gratefully receive into our spiritual community. How easy and wonderful it is. We have the ushers. Please come forward. And let's go to the slide. And ushers, you may begin. And would you kindly say with me, I freely and gratefully give from the abundance that is me. We have great capacity for living, loving, and giving. I give today with joy and gratitude, and so it is. There's so many wonderful ways to give. The donation button, text to give, Venmo, PayPal. Could we have a little donation music, young lady?
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
The mark, okay. So today we have a great treat. We have the children coming in just a moment. Before we do that, let's have the practitioners stand. Yes. Where? Oh, there they are. Okay. There's the practitioners. Wow. A missile of consciousness through spiritual mind treatment and prayer is freely available. And I do mean the word free. And it's over here on the side of the room. Please partake. Thank you, practitioners. And after the children, Reverend Bobby is going to leap up here. I did say leap. And she's going to do this, the final benediction. And the children are here. Wow, that is so great. Here come the kids. Here comes Winda.
Oh, stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Okay. Good morning. Happy New Year. Wow. It's good to see everybody out on this breezy morning. So, did we all make it up here? Yes, we did. Okay, outstanding. Somehow it just seems to be quite a journey from across the parking lot. It seems like such a short distance, but it's just really not. So today we talked about the fact that it is a new year and that that's an opportunity for us to look at the things that have happened in this past year and maybe some things that we want to say no to and release, and also look at what we want to bring into our lives, because we know that we're powerful, and when we set our intentions, we can definitely make things happen. And so first, my friend Hope is going to tell you a little bit about how we released some things. Take it away, Hope.
So we came up with ideas for some things that we wanted to release for this year, and we wrote it down on this magic paper that Miss Wenda gave us, and then we took that sheet of paper and we put it in a bowl of water and we mixed it up, and then all of the stuff that we wanted to release was released for the year.
Excellent. Awesome. Does anybody want to say something that they want to release? Do you remember what you want to release? Do you want to say that one, huh? Anybody else want to say that? Okay. Well, we'll just know that those things are just, we've let them go. And then we all, can you guys hold up your papers of our New Year's intentions and what we want to create? Those are the things we're going to create. And Michaela is going to share all of her 2024 intentions with you.
Some of the things I did was I will try to be more thoughtful. I want to learn more breathing exercises, new ways to be kind to other people. My life is better because I have new people in it. I am excited to be in the new year.
Thank you. And I'd like to give a special shout out to my volunteers today. Karen, thank you so much. And Ian, Ian was in with the younger boys in the playroom, and he said, just come in if you hear any crying, and we just assumed he meant him. But we made it through. We did good. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. And so I invite you to just take a moment and think about what you might want to release this year and what you'd like to call in for this new 2024. And let's make it a wonderful year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Don't we love Wenda, all her volunteers, and the kids? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Jesse, it's your turn to take out the light. As we open the circle of this light, represents our intention, turning our thoughts into reality. From today's service, let us take this out into the world. Reverend Bobby.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Well, wait, there we go. Wonderful. Wow, you have some really beautiful intentions. That is amazing. I don't know that adults think as deep as that sometimes, so thank you for that. 2024 is here, right? It's a new year. How are you feeling about that? It's like, yeah, I'm ready to do this, ready to sort of step into some things that I'd like to move through, move beyond, move into. How amazing is that? Michael Alvarez, loved having him here today. That was really special. This year proves to be a big step into imperfection. Right? Let's not do it perfect, because we just disappoint ourselves. I heard this quote the other day, which was, perfection is a mountain with no peak. How many of you resonate with that one? Yeah, like everyone in the room, right? I find that so interesting. So let's try that this year. Let's try to step away from perfection and more imperfection. I'm just really grateful to get to be here this morning. What a holiday. First time I've been laid up in my entire life. I wasn't thrilled, and yet there was something about just resting, right? So let's look at this year as, what is life for me, right? So just stand if you're able. I'm very aware of that right now. Limp if you're able, right? I get 2 more weeks in this, and then I don't know what's going to happen. Let's trust the mystery of this new year. Let's allow all of it to show up, because all of it's life, not just the stuff we like, the stuff we're comfy with. I have yet to have a comfortable year. Anyone else? Have you had one? I want to know who you are. Because if I'm comfortable, then I'm not growing. That means that, it's time to move on. And you know what that next step is. I'm not ready yet. I got some stuff to do. So I know that something amazing is going on. I know something miraculous going on. Can you tell me what's going on for you? Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Yes. So interesting about that. No matter what's going on, there is something wonderful. No matter what happened this morning or yesterday or over the holidays or last year, there is something wonderful going on, right? What's it called? It is this thing called life. Thank you, my friend. Where is life?
Life is in my body.
And?
Life is in my body.
And?
Life is in
all that I am, and
life is all that we are.
Look around while she's playing that. Life is all that we are, right? All of us, all of creation. So what do we do with life? Wait, now just don't read this. Sorry, Michael. Just don't read this like you do every week. What are you going to do this year with life? Are you ready? I accept it. I am it. I share it with all. This part's the hardest, because I think the next 2 sentences kind of go deep. It's kind of like from here to here, and then there's everything in between, right? So I just want you to imagine that for a moment, because there is going to be things that show up this year that are so wonderful, and there's going to be things that don't show up That's actually wonderful too sometimes. And then there's things that show up that you're like, seriously, I've had enough of that. But that's life. So let's just step out of the way. So wherever you're at, just step to the left. Okay? Let's step out of the way of thinking that life is anything but life, right? So this last, we're going to do it how? Just the way it appears and just the way it appears not. Keep playing that for me just a moment here, because this is the build-up, right? This is what Janice talked about. This is what Janice said. No matter what's going on in life, if I move into gratitude, I find something that's going on. So, on the count of 3, allow that to rise up, though. Allow that feeling. Do you feel it? There's something moving in you? Grab that feeling, because that's the feeling you want to move into this year with, that all things are possible. All things are possible. And it's my life contributing to your life and your life and your life. So on the count of 3, let's be grateful. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go. Everybody get up onto your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up onto your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. To the top, here we go. Everybody get up onto your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up onto your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Have a great week.